Hey everybody, how's everyone tonight? Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Can you guys hear me all right? Let me make sure this thing went live. It should have. I think we did. All right, so, okay, loud and clear, perfect. All right, so anyway, before we jump into the topic, and of course you have to, with YouTube, I know everybody knows what I'm talking about, but you have to kind of switch up the topic title so that they don't demonetize you really quickly anymore. So it makes things more interesting. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. We're going to give it a minute before we go on topic and start talking about this and talk about a few other things too. But I just saw, it just came over the news feed. Peter Fonda just died. And anybody that watched Easy Rider with Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper, one of my all-time favorite movies, just an awesome movie, and the ending was unbelievable. So great movie, and he didn't have dirt on the Clintons. No, he had lung cancer, unfortunately, and but 79 years old, nice run, but. Now, one of my favorite movies, I love that movie. I love Dennis Hopper anyway, too. Dennis Hopper's like one of my favorite guys. So, but anyway, so yeah, it was sad news to see that. You know, it's funny when you start seeing, and anybody that's in my age bracket knows what I'm talking about when I say this. When you start seeing all these people that you grew up with, you watched, and they're all gone now. You know, it's definitely a trip. And I mean, and now my older people in my that are watching this, so they don't know what I'm talking about when I say this. Captain Kangaroo, you know, Mr. Green Jeans, you know, Mr. Rogers, they're all gone now. You know, they're all gone, and it makes you feel old. Yeah, it sure does, Kevin H. It definitely does. So anyway, before we get really rocking in this, I just want to remind everybody that this is a very family-friendly oriented channel, and that we will not put up with any kind of nonsense. Okay, and so. I have my great moderators on here that will definitely boot you out if you start any crap. So no racism, no hateful comments to each other. Keep the chat clean, please. And if you don't, like I said, my moderators may warn you and they may just boot you. So, you know, that's all I'm going to say with that. And because that's their job, that's what they do, and they're awesome. So, and also, yes, if you have questions after I'm done talking, please everything in cap locks so it stands out for me. Okay, so. We're going to talk about the fiasco. Now, this is what I find interesting, okay? It just shows you kind of where the mindset is of people and stuff like this. So you have two very outspoken critics of Israel, Khalib and Omar, okay? And they have, I mean, just blatant hatred of Israel. And so, you know, they were going to go there to visit. And why would you go someplace, first of all, that you absolutely hated? This is all a big game, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, this is a big game to try to put not only America but Israel in a negative light as well. But it definitely is just it's a very crazy situation. But again, you know. You have these two women that have come out publicly many times, not just once, not a slip of the tongue, not an apology for it, and, you know, denounced Israel. We hate Israel. And don't get me wrong. I mean, it's like, you know, if you were pro-Israel or anti-Israel, whatever your stance is, that's your choice. But when you're in a political office, you kind of have to, you know, tread that fine line. You know what I mean? You can't be spewing hatred. I mean, if it was something else, if it was, okay, so I'm going to give you a great example of something. Great example. Yeah, guys, and if you haven't shot me a thumbs up yet, I would appreciate it. Many years ago, when I still lived in Rochester, New York, we had a guy that sat on the board for Rochester. I can't think of the name of the board, but it was some board in Rochester, and he was part of the city council. That's what it was. I'm sorry. Okay, so he was part of the city council. And there was a bar owner that they were having some issues with, okay? So one of the people in the city council said, don't make me take off my belt and beat you like a child, okay? Now, let's put this into context. Who said what and who said, you know, and who was the receiving end? Now, If it had been done by a different person to a different person, it would have had a whole different reaction, okay? The councilman, the city councilman, was a black gentleman. The bar owner was a white person, okay? So, he was kind of like, oh, that's not appropriate to say, blah, 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 blah. But if the shoe had been on the other foot, if it had been a white councilman with a black bar owner, then it would have been all racism and everything else, okay? These are the things that happen. It's that if somebody that is anything other than white says anything, that's perfectly fine, and they can say whatever they want. But if it's the other way around, then it's horrible, it's racism, it's awful. And it should be all the same standard, guys, okay? And this is my point, and I'm not trying to get into the whole black-white thing, but I'm trying to say there should be an even standard for everybody, that we all need to treat each other with a decent level of respect, regardless of what we are, okay? So I honestly do not blame Israel for saying that they could not come. Now, they did backpedal and say that Talib could come and visit. I guess it's her 90-year-old grandmother is over there, and for humanitarian reasons. And of course now she says no, I'm not coming. So again, this is just all a big political grandstanding. It's a big game that's going on, and it's just nuts. Realistically, it's absolutely nuts, and unnecessary, to be honest with you. So it's just that's my take on it. I mean, I definitely want to hear what you guys have to think. But if I have a country and it's my country and I'm like the head or the prime minister or whatever of my country, and you have people that blatantly hate you, and they've come out publicly and said how much they hate you and they want to denounce you, why would they first of all ever want to come and visit your country unless it was just to stir up more crap? And that's what it was with these two women. Now, again, they do represent, unfortunately, our government. There was a reason a long time ago that they had a Muslim ban on you could not be Muslim and be in government. Why they took that away, I don't know, because there is an agenda, in my opinion, with that whole thing. And again, now every group has an agenda. I don't care, honestly, with whatever religion, if you want to go, let's even go with that a level of it. With whatever religion, they all have an agenda. They're all trying to push their own initiatives. I don't care if it's Muslim. I don't care if it's Christian. I don't care if it's Hinduism. I don't care if it's Buddhism, paganism, Satanism, whatever your whole thing is, whatever you believe or whatever you follow, each one of those ones are pushing their views, on everybody else. And Islam is more than a religion. It is a political ideology, Kevin H. And I don't disagree with you, Kevin, at all. Absolutely. And they do have an agenda. And I have always said that. But again, I think that most people, you're going to see, here's the thing is, most people, regardless of whatever religion that they're in, okay, most people just want to live. They want to enjoy their life. They want to have the religious freedoms. They want to do what they want with their families and just live a decent life. Then in any religion that you have, you're going to have extremists, okay? And the Westboro Baptist Church is a great example of an extremist group of people that are trying to push their views out there. It's just, and I'm just going to use them as an example, but it's like, they're nuts. That group of people, the Westboro Baptist Church, those people are nuts, okay? And that's my opinion, of course. But unfortunately, you have Vincent Kosh said the Christian faith is fading out. Well, you've had a lot of issues with Christianity when you had all the scandals with the pedophilia, with the priests. That definitely puts a taint on it. People got a sour taste of different things. Westboro has nothing on Islam. People need to stop creating false equivalencies. Religions are different. Oh, they're all different. Small town Homestead. You're absolutely right. Every religion is different, but each one of them does have an agenda. They're trying to push a certain agenda on everybody else. And like I said, whatever happened to live and let live, believe whatever you want. Let's see. How's the weather for tomorrow? Thunderstorms and flash flood warning here in Syracuse until 10 p.m. What they're calling for tomorrow for the get-together, we'll talk about the get-together here. Thank you for mentioning that. So what they're calling for is in the afternoon, like after 4 o'clock, they're saying that there's a 50% chance of showers. So, but, that's, if it's, and it's so funny because up until 2 days ago, the forecast for Saturday was sunny and nice. So, but we'll see. We have a pavilion, so we can be undercover no matter what. So, that's it's going to be no matter what. I think it's going to be a great day tomorrow. I did want to mention a couple things about tomorrow while I'm thinking about it. So I got scolded by Mike, the Watchman News. No, he meant it in the right way. And so with the stickers, okay, it is the one longer sticker, and anybody that comes tomorrow is going to see it. It's on my car, and then it has the 2 window stickers, okay. So I'm not going to break them up individually because I had talked about possibly giving them out individually. So whoever wins the stickers is going to win all 3 of the stickers. So there's 4 people are going to win in the giveaways tomorrow. You're going to get the bumper sticker or a back window sticker, either way you want to do it. And then it has the other 2 windows for your side windows, okay? And I have them on my car already, so you can see that. I just put them on today. And so you guys will be able to see that. And if, so whoever wins those, you're going to win all 3 stickers. So, we're going to have, those for the giveaway and stuff like that. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So what do we got here? Chris Culp, I definitely will be doing some videos. I don't think I can live stream from the park. I don't believe I'm going to be able to. But I definitely will be doing some video. I'll do probably 3 or 4 different videos of the get-together so people can see that, all the guys that can't come. So I will definitely be putting that back, up so people can see those, okay? So we're going to have a good time. I think tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, Mom is going to be there, and Heather will be there with me as well. Eddie's going to be home here at the Homestead, and somebody else is going to be here with him all day. And so that way, the Homestead's watched over while we're gone because then everybody knows where we are. So, anyway, so yeah, so tomorrow is the Prepper get together at Letchworth State Park, and we're going to make this an annual thing, guys. So this is like the first year. So this is year 1 of the Prepper get together, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I definitely want to make it an annual thing. I will definitely have it way early for next year, and I'll let you guys know the date. We'll probably do it again in August. It's probably going to be a really good time to do it. So it's like more towards the end of summer and stuff like that, and it just works out good for most people. Either maybe late summer, early July. We'll have to figure that all out. But I'll let you guys know. What I'll do is I'll book it like in January of this following year, and so then everybody knows exactly when it is, and it gives people plenty of time to set up for it. We kind of did this like in 6 weeks. We decided to get this done. So, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be nice for like-minded people that all have the same kind of mindset to get together and chat and just enjoy the day and have a nice picnic. Like I said, I'm providing hot dogs and hamburgers and all the fixings for that. And I just ask anybody that's coming to please bring a dish to pass so that, just to help share, for other people to have stuff. And if you want to drink anything from pop or alcohol, please bring your own. And, like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good time. So I'm really, really looking forward to meeting everybody. And the last couple of days I've been really getting psyched because, now it's here. So it should be a lot of fun. People whose hearts are not with you should not be any part of your life at all, wherever you live. I don't know what you kind of mean by that, Peter. I mean, you have such a variety of different people. I can't find a good video on prepping and pregnancy. I'll do a video on that. I definitely will, so that you guys can see that. We'll talk about that. I'll definitely put that down to do a video on for you guys. So I will definitely do that. But it's like I said, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think we're gonna have a really good time. Am I going to wear my Trump hat tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe I'll bring it in case it rains. Honestly, I'm not really a big hat person. I generally don't wear a hat. In the wintertime, you see me wear my beanie, and I only wear that because it's cold. But for the most part, I'm really not a hat person. The only time I generally wear a hat is if it's raining, to be honest with you. That's just the way I've always been. So because we might get rain, I might bring it with me and keep it in the car. So midwife info should be handy in SHTF. Absolutely, Robert. A midwife is going to be very, very valuable as well. Because here's the thing is, even after a major SHTF and the world changes as we know it, people are still going to have children. And, we got to try to hopefully keep as many of those children and mothers alive as possible. Vincent said, friends at work asked me how to prep. They want to learn. That's very, very cool. Oh, and I want to mention this while I'm thinking about it, guys. Apparently, because I got a big boost in subscribers today, Marfugel gave me a shout out the other night. So anybody that knows Marf, his name's Adam. He just had another child. So congratulations to him. And I know he's in the process also of moving. So that's crazy times. Believe me, we moved here. Like I said, we started our 5th year here full time at the property. So I know what it's like to move, and you got to move all your stuff. And then when you have small children and one of them's an infant, that is craziness. So thank you. Actually, I want to Marfugel for the shout out. I appreciate it. And guys, if you are not subscribed, and I know I've talked about it several times before, definitely go over to Marfugel News and subscribe to his channel. Very, very good guy, very down to earth, and I've talked with him several times. Good people, good people over there. And I actually did a couple of shows. I did a show with him one time, and I can't think of her name. I did like 2 shows with her. It's another one of his channels that he had. So he did give me a shout out. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So somebody had said they came over because he had given me a shout out. So Adam, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. And like I said, I do mention him on here as well. I guess sometimes I get some people that don't like him, but you know what? Again, people don't like me either, so it happens. You know what I mean? But he's a good guy, and I like him, and I like his channel. So Shauna, that's exactly it. Thank you, Lawrence. I've done 2 different shows with Shauna. Very, very cool young lady. She's awesome as well. And so both of them, I'm not sure where he moved to. I know that he moved a distance away from where he was, so I'm not exactly sure where he moved to. Miss T said he moved more east. Okay. So probably inland more, which is probably better than being right on the coast. Definitely better to being on the coast. Probably bought a property where he can be safer with his family, which makes more sense. And yeah, he's in Washington State. Yep. I know he's out there, right on out there. So, but anyway, like I said, he's a good guy. If you are not subscribed to his channel, please go over and subscribe to Marfugel News. He's a great guy. Shauna was an Apache pilot, I do believe, JJ just said. Yeah, I know she's ex-military too. But I'm going to tell you what, being on Shauna's show and then like talking to Shauna before the show and then even after the show, very, very down-to-earth person. She is absolutely awesome. I would be back on her show anytime. Like I said, I've been on her show twice. And she's, like I said, she's an awesome. Away from the Cascadia subsuction. Yeah, I'm sure. He wanted to be off that coast and all that type of stuff. Oh, Linda says she wished she could come from Georgia. Yeah, Georgia's a bit of a drive for the get-together. Yeah, Marfugel News or TV. Yeah, he has 2 different channels, so definitely go check them out. And then definitely go check out Shauna, too, because like I said, she is awesome. She is absolutely awesome. So, but yeah, Little Prepper Lady is not Little Prepper Lady anymore. She's changing the name of her channel. She's going to go with a different direction of that. I know she's going to be busy because she's going to be in college soon. So she's taking that in a different direction, and I wish her well with that. She decided not to do prepping video type of stuff because she realistically, and she said it on her channel, she doesn't have the experience because she's a newbie prepper, and so that's why she doesn't want to, try to do that part of it because she just doesn't have the knowledge or the experience in that aspect of doing stuff. So, but Marv had a frugal family member rent him a much bigger place east and very little extra money. Oh, that's very cool. That's cool. Yeah, no, it's I'm glad. I'm glad for him because, like I said, with an expanding family, and having another baby, it's it definitely it's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. I can remember when the twins were born, and you got to understand. So I went from it was me, my ex-wife, and my stepson, who was 5 at the time. He was 6 by the time the twins were born. Well, he turned 6 right after they were born. So it was the 3 of us to all of a sudden, now I have twins. And I'd never had children before. I love kids, dealt with babies, in my nursing career. I've taken care of babies as young as 5 months old. So, it was, then from going from that to having twins. And I can tell you right now, that first 6 weeks, I don't know how I survived that first 6 weeks, was trying to work full time, getting up every couple of hours at night. And the way we did it back, when the twins were born, we would rotate kids. So basically what we would do is, say it was Monday. So Monday, if Heather cried, I got up and I took care of Heather during the night. If Eddie cried, my ex Amy, she got up and she took care of Eddie. Then Tuesday, if Eddie cried, I got up and took care of Eddie. And then if Heather cried, she got up and took care of Heather. So we just rotated like that every day. And it just, I can remember this, and anybody that's been a parent knows exactly what I'm talking about. I can remember the first night after they were born that I slept for 4 hours straight. And I actually woke up and felt refreshed. Now, how scary is that? That was, who cried more? They were both pretty good babies, to be honest with you, Stace. But it was so funny because my ex always said to me, she goes, man, it really pisses me off. And I would go, what? She goes, whatever baby you have, that baby has a better night that night. And I said, because they know daddy's got to get up and go to work in the morning, but it was, that first 6 weeks was tough. I'm not going to lie. And then we got them on a schedule, and then they were sleeping through the night, and then it just kind of all evened out, and then just, became the normal routine. But, from having no children to having 2 at once, that was an interesting experience, and I never regret it. And but yeah, that first day that I got 4 hours of sleep straight and woke up and felt refreshed, that was scary. I think each state should be fenced in. You can never leave your state you were born in. That's funny, Mr. Rose said that. I don't think that would be good. There's so much beauty out there. I'm going to tell you what. I've been all over this country, guys, and I love this country. We are very, very blessed in a lot of ways. We really, really, truly are. Now, there's crap that we deal with, and there's crap that we're all going to complain about, the taxes and the BS laws and different stuff like that. But realistically, we have more freedoms than anybody else. We have an opportunity in this country that if you want to get ahead through hard work and effort, you can. And like I always say at the end of my videos, the only one that's going to hold you back is you, realistically. So, we are probably in an awesome country as far as I'm concerned. And it's so neat that you can go to different parts of the world and see so many different things and stuff like that. It is absolutely awesome. So it's a lot of fun. And no matter where you go, like anywhere else, there's good people and bad people. But you get out in the West. I found that most of the people out there are absolutely awesome. Wherever I've been out West, down South, same thing. I mean, as you guys know, I lived in North Carolina, been down to Nashville, and done all that. And it was a lot of fun. If you're decent to people, generally they're going to be decent to you. I mean, and that's realistically, I think more of us need to realize that. I don't think a lot of people realize that. People are so pent up and caught up in their own BS that they can't look beyond that a lot of times. And that's sad because you miss out on so much. And like I said, there's some really, really cool places here. We have some beautiful country. some beautiful mountains. If you like nature, anywhere you want to go, like you get up into Minnesota in Upper Michigan, and upstate New York, Vermont, Connecticut, Maine, all those areas up there, just absolutely very, very hilly, very, very beautiful. The Appalachians, you get down through Tennessee, North and South Carolina, just some really cool stuff. I mean, I can remember one time I was up in Asheville. Just to tell you a quick story. I was up in Asheville, North Carolina, and there was a river, okay, and there was boulders in this river coming down off the mountain that were bigger than houses. And I can remember saying to somebody, I said, it's almost like the hand of God just took that stone and said, I want that right here in that river. And it was just so beautiful. If you appreciate beauty that way, if you appreciate nature, some gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stuff to see all over the place. And, it's like, it's weird. It's like one of the things like here where we live here, one of my absolute favorites, and we go out all the time and do this, go out at night on a clear night when there's no star or no clouds and look at the stars. It is absolutely beautiful. And it's just so peaceful, and it's just so relaxing, and then we'll put blankets down and we'll lay in the driveway and we're looking for shooting stars, and it's just very, very cool. Yeah, the Carolinas are absolutely beautiful, Marshmallow. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Asheville is awesome. Yeah, Heather Parker said Asheville is 40 miles from me. Yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous up there. Chimney Rock, you probably know exactly where I'm talking about. Been up there. That is an incredible view up there. That's wild up in that area, But it's so beautiful, and there's so many cool. Marshmallow just said love Chimney Rock. Yeah, I got up to the top of that, and it wasn't that windy on the bottom. But when you got to the top of Windy Rock, you stood up there, and you would put your arms out, and the wind would be pushing you. It was blowing that hard. It was so cool. I am on the coast of North Carolina, so beautiful. And there's another one. Like we've been, the kids and I had gone down when Josh was in college down in coastal Carolina, Myrtle Beach and down there and right on the ocean. And, we got out and we walked the ocean. What is your favorite star? My favorite star, I love, we have a private joke about the Big Dipper, but I love looking at the different constellations. I think Scorpio is a really cool constellation. We see that one quite a bit. Again, the Big Dipper, but we have a joke about the Big Dipper, which I won't even get into, but it's a private joke with a friend of ours, but it's fun, Yeah, get up, have your coffee on the beach. Yep, watch the sun come up. Chris Henson just said that. Yeah, I've been, when I've been in Florida and I stayed in Daytona, and right on the ocean, and it's just, my favorite thing, honestly, if I'm on the ocean, okay, if I'm on the beach, my favorite thing on the beach is if there's a storm at night over the ocean, farther out in the ocean, and I'm sitting up on the 18th floor and sitting on the balcony and watching that. I love storms anyway, so storms are like a really cool thing. I think that is the coolest thing to watch. It's really, really fun. Yeah, it's like, now I haven't been out to like Cape Hatteras or anything like that, but I hear that's a beautiful area too. But like I said, anything along the coast, it's awesome. I have never been up through Maine, never been to Boston, anything like that. I'd love to get up there. I'd love to travel the coast up through that area. That's one that I will definitely be doing. But I just think that is an absolutely gorgeous area up there with all the the lighthouses and everything like that. I just think like I said, we are so lucky where we are, that we have this huge country that if we decide, hey, let's go check out the Grand Canyon, we can go do that. Let's go check out Niagara Falls. There's 2 of the 7 wonders of the world right there, guys, okay? And they're here for us to see anytime we want to. Now, I finally saw the Grand Canyon this last year, okay, when I went and did my motorcycle tour. And, but I just, there's certain places that I haven't been yet that I definitely plan on going. I want to take the kids, like when Heather's on break from college, we're definitely going to be doing some trips and going up and checking some stuff out. And, and then that way the three of us can get out there and go see different things. And I think that that's awesome. And it's a lot of fun. Is it still safe to live on the coast? I don't think I would want to live on the coast, to be honest with you. With the tsunami threats, if there is ever a tsunami that happens, you're talking about some serious devastation. It's beautiful to visit. I wouldn't want to live there full time, to be honest with you. I like my mountains. I like being in the hills. I feel a lot safer, to be honest with you. Like Colorado, up in those areas and stuff like that. That's some beautiful country up there too. And again, it's high elevation. So it's to your individual choice of what you want to do and where you want to be. But we are just we have an option here in this country, and that's the other thing that's really cool about this country. If you don't like where you're living, like people give me a hard time because I live in New York, because our democratic state of New York, and Andrew Cuomo is our governor, who's New York City sets all the rules for the rest of the state, which is ridiculous, but it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do about it. But we have that option to leave if we want to, and so a lot of people have. New York State keeps losing population because people get sick of it. They get tired of the high taxes. They get tired of the weather, and I totally get it. Like I said, when I lived in North Carolina, I absolutely loved North Carolina. When Heather's done with college, we'll see where we're at that point. You know what I mean? Who knows what's going to happen in the next 5 years? I mean, everything could go to crap. You know what I mean? But again, then at that point, and this is what I always think too, well, 5 years from now, let's say 5 years goes by and SHTF doesn't happen. Now Heather's done with college. How much more work have I gotten done up here and gotten this more squared away in 5 years? Probably a ton, okay? I'm not going to want to leave. So what I'll do is when the winters come, maybe I take a time out and get out of Dodge for a week here or a week there and go south or go someplace where it's nicer. That's always an option. So, but it's cool and sandy, but in the middle of Colorado Springs. Oh, that's cool. Al Gibson just said that. Yeah, Colorado Springs is a nice area too. Like I said, there is become a snowbirder. Right? I don't know if I'd want to go down south for months and months. I don't mind winter, to be honest with you. I don't like it that it's as long as it is here in New York, to be honest with you as well. I don't mind the cold. What bothers me, honestly, when we have, if it's 10 degrees, who cares? But when the wind is blowing and it's 10 degrees, then it can kind of suck. It really can. 5 years from now, you'll probably have a new son-in-law. Oh, Mama Bear, don't say that. I probably will. He's going to have to pass the dad test. That's going to be the thing right there. Peter Fonda died today, Choo Choo, from Easy Rider. He was 79. He had lung cancer. So it's kind of sad. I mean, I really, really liked that movie. Really, really, I liked him as an actor. And I thought, but that's what happens, unfortunately. But, it's unfortunately part of life. Winter in the far north can get depressed. Yeah, you can get we definitely get people up here that get seasonal affect disorder. It gets cold. It gets cloudy. You don't see a lot of sunshine. You guys have seen my videos. Anybody that's watched, we will go weeks without seeing the sun. And then we'll joke around when it does come out, and I'll go, hey, what's that orange thing in the sky? But it's just winter can definitely not be a whole lot of fun up here. So it's like I don't mind, like I said, if I can get to a point where I can get away for a week here and there in the middle of winter, that'll be great. Go see some sunshine, get a little bit of a tan, enjoy the weather. That's awesome. So, but other than that, no, I just... I don't mind the snow, but I don't want to be buried in it for months. Yeah, I understand that. I do. I totally get it. I'll tell you what. I love a good storm. And when I say a good storm, I'm talking one that dumps 2 foot of snow on us. Especially if you don't have to go anywhere. That is like the coolest thing. It's really, really neat. So, but again, it's just like somebody just said. Cricket Girl just said, love winter here in Florida, but hate summer. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to tell you what, I don't like excessive, huge amounts of heat. It's not my thing. I don't like it. When it's super, super hot out, like you've seen this summer, And it hasn't really even been a really hot summer up here. It really hasn't been, to be honest with you. I mean, we had a few days of 90-degree temperatures, but realistically, we have not had a hot summer. And, the bugs are out like crazy and are all over. I mean, you guys have seen, I've been outside making videos, and the bugs are nuts this year. But we've had a lot of rain this year, so more rain than normal. I live in PA and wear shorts all year long. Never too cold for shorts. Get some interesting looks. I'm sure, Greg Downing just said that. I'm sure you do. Like I said, to each their own. And, but again, it's just, we just have, the cool thing, like I said, with this country is if you don't like where you are, you can pack up and move. And no one's going to stop you. No one's going to ask you for your papers, anything like that. So, Grilla Watson said, Marfugel just posted. Okay, cool. Yeah, so, well, if anybody goes over there and sees him tonight, tell him again I said thank you. And I definitely recommend anybody that's not subscribed to Marfugel, go over there. He's got a great family, too. I mean, our family here, we are Legion over here, guys. So, and he has the Marfugel family over there, and he's an awesome guy. I can't say anything bad about him. Or, and Shauna is awesome, too. And like I said, I've been on Shauna's show twice. And she's absolutely awesome. And I was with Adam one time as well on his show. And I probably will be on his show again. We just got to coordinate and get that lined up. But a lot of respect for him. He's doing what, sharing a lot of good information for everybody. Can I have a shout out, please? Okay, T Squad 2019 just asked for a shout out. So there you go. T Squad 2019. There you go. Thank you for being here. It's funny when I always talk about how we are Legion, because we're this huge family, and we all and it sounds cliche, and I don't want you guys to think it's cliche, but we really can make a difference when the time comes. Preppers, off-gridders, because we're more prepared than the average bear. When the time comes, we can make a big difference in a lot of people's lives to help people. And I think that's going to be really, really important, and we're going to need to. Wolf Fang says, I don't like the cold. Yeah, I don't mind the cold. Like I said, it's when that wind is biting. We've had a couple winters ago, not this last winter, but the winter before. I think we got down to like minus 15 was the air temperature. And we had like a week where it was like, minus 11, minus 12 was the air temperature. And then with the wind chill, it was even worse. We aren't talking about the tropic once again, right? Yeah, But again, like I said, but it's what? Oh, the topic. Yeah, well, we talked about the topic a little bit in the beginning. That's usually how it goes, Al Gibson. We get on topic for a little while, and then it goes off the rails pretty quickly. So that does happen, unfortunately. Guys, if you haven't shot me a thumbs up yet, I would appreciate it if you would do that. Yeah, we never stay on topic, Al Gibson. You know that. You've been here enough to know. Let's see. Little Feet Farm Homestead said, processing meat birds tomorrow. Prep. Very cool. Yep, very nice. Military is expecting Iran to conduct launches within the next 24 to 48 hours. What, test launches, JJ? Is that what you're talking about, or something bad? But anyway, but again, when getting back to what I was talking about, how we can all make a difference, we really can, and we can help people. And I think we were awoken, if you will, to do that. Ronnie says, I won't be there, but y'all have a great time tomorrow. Oh, JJ said that they're saying that they actually might launch. You know what? I don't think when they if they were going to launch, we're not going to get a time frame. I don't think that they could they? Sure they could, but you just don't know. You just really don't know. I would hope not. I hope they would be smarter than that, because if they did, they would be turned into a parking lot in a hurry. I'll be honest with you. They would absolutely would be. Yeah, Lori, I think you sent me an email, didn't you? You have to work, I believe. Sorry to hear that. That sucks. But like we are this great big group of people. There's so many of us all over, and we're spread all over the place. And we can really truly make a difference when the time comes. And I think that is, I think that's really, really important that we do that we be in that position to help other people, because you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be panicking severely, and hopefully we can, make a difference to help those people. Wolfang said we'll be there in spirit as well. I understand. I get it. I mean, it's a long haul for a lot of you guys to be able to come, and and a lot of it was short notice. People said too, and that's unfortunate. I know. I wish everybody could come. I wish I could go and do the gathering in different parts of the country, so everybody had a chance to get together. And you know what? We might be able to do that down the road. We'll have to see what happens, but. Wisconsin natives sure do miss the snow. Prairie Land Kitchen just said that. Yeah, you know what? I like the change of seasons. I really do like the change of seasons. The only thing that I don't like is that sometimes winter here lasts for 6 months. So that's not a whole lot of fun. But yeah, I will definitely do 3-4 videos tomorrow so that everybody sees what happened at the event, so we can share that with everybody. So I think, like I said, I think we're going to have a great time. JJ said next one do a bug out get together. That would be interesting. That definitely would be interesting. So just so you guys know, Mom drank all my beer today. She's passed out in the other room. No, I'm only kidding. She's standing right here. That's why I had to bust her chops a little bit. She's very much looking forward to getting together, seeing everybody tomorrow as well. Scott Cheney we still had 3 foot of snow in April. Yeah, it was a really weird spring. It was a very cold, wet spring. It was much colder than normal. And like I said, we still had to buy it in June. I was still burning. Hey, Kat, will LPL's recent announcement, will she be coming to your Sunday show? Hi, Eddie. Showing Abel?
Yeah, Abel and Ski.
Yeah. I don't know if she's going to or not, to be honest with you. I will have to see what she says. I'll be talking to her more about that. So that's going to be up to her because, obviously I'm more of a prepping channel. So I don't know if she still will come and do the show with me or not. It's completely up to her, and it's her choice. I know she's going to be really busy with school, so she might not be able to have the time. So time will tell. But thank you very much for that donation. I do appreciate that. Oh, yeah, George, my mom likes to have her beer. She definitely. Yeah, she said that, Lori Austin, she said she is coming tomorrow. So she's, little prepper lady said she will be there tomorrow.
That's nice.
Yeah, so next year do a fall get-together. I've always wanted to see the Northeast in the fall. Oh, I'm going to tell you what, in the fall, when the leaves change up here, is absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous up here in the fall. Let's see. Oh, should people who don't like us be allowed in our country? Yeah, Dano, we talked about that. Dano Bear, we talked about that a little bit in the beginning. Again, we were talking about Omar and Tlaib and, and their hatred of Israel, but yet they wanted to go there. So, and again, I believe it was all grandstanding on their part. I don't think they had any intention of going there. If they went, all they're going to try to do is stir the pot over there. And Israel was not going to allow that. Now, they did change their mind and said that Tlaib could come and to visit her grandmother. And but then, of course, then she changed her mind and said she wasn't coming. So it's all games. I personally, if there was somebody that had an outright hatred for our country that said they wanted to see the downfall of our country and wish we were done, why would you want that type of person to come into your country to try to stir stuff up? That's the way I feel about it, but it's just, you should hate your right to lose to go, though. Right, exactly. But I think that they kind of done this to themselves. And that's, hey, Crazy Prepper Nick, Abel and Eddie donation jar. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for that donation. I appreciate that. That's funny. Yeah, Eddie's got to do that for whatever reason with the cat every time. So I was going to tell you guys real quick about the cats too. I took all the collars off the cats and the dogs. I had some of the other kinds of treatments, the kind that you put on the back of their necks. I did do that with the animals, and a couple of the animals the dogs I did, and 3 of the cats I did. I got to go and get more for the other cats. We're going to do that. Plus, I'm also going to use the solution of apple cider vinegar and water, 50% mix, and I'm going to spray that on the animals as well. I don't think the cats will like it too much, but they'll get over it. But we're gonna go that route and try to keep down on the fleas and stuff like that, because it is definitely a problem. This year, honestly, Kevin, ticks this year. Previous to this year, never really had a huge problem with ticks. Now it's been a very, very wet year here this year, so we've had a lot more problems with ticks with the animals, and that's why I have my tick key, so that we can definitely try to stay on top of that and take care of that for them. But yeah, it's definitely been a bad year as far as that goes. Okay, guys, too, and I was going to say, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share if you can. I know some people are not being able to share videos anymore for whatever reason. Just another game by YouTube, of course. So they continue to play games, which is what they do. They're very good at it. They try to shut down certain channels, if you will, and stifle information. And then they'll have stupid channels where a bunch of guys are in a bowl of cereal. I saw this, and it's got like 1 million views on that video. I'm like, really? Just silliness. So they promote what they want to promote, and they try to shut down what they don't want people to see. And that happens a lot. Not just my channel, other channels. So again, if you are subscribed to the channel and all of a sudden you're seeing it, I'm not posting, I don't ever not post. I post every day. I do live streams 3 days a week. I do them Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays every week, without fail, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It never changes. So, if you're not seeing me posting, check and see if you're still subscribed. I've had many, many subscribers say that they have been unsubscribed by YouTube.
8:45.
Oh, I know what time it is, Mom. I see it on here. I got it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. She's trying to tell me what time it is. She wants me to get off of here, I guess.
No.
I'm just kidding. She wants me to get her another beer. And I'm like, yeah, we have no ticks because of our 10 chickens. See, I don't let my chickens free range, and I'll tell you why. Smitty just said, just share it on Facebook. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I don't let the chickens free range because we have 8 cats. I have 2 dogs. My neighbors have dogs. And I'm afraid now, I'm not so much worried about my dogs, because when my dogs are outside, they're supervised. But the neighbors' dogs, if they kill one of my chickens, I would be very, very unhappy. So, so you want to see Mom? All right, look at her.
I'm relaxing.
She just came in here a minute ago and chilled out. So anyway, but yes, that's why I don't free range my chickens. I like my chickens. I don't want them to die. So, but so I keep them contained. Somebody had asked me, do you give them, greenery? I go and I pick weeds every day, and I put them in there, and they go nuts. They love it. So I give them that every day. They're getting their scratch. They're happy chickens. I'll be honest with you. They're good. And so I got to tell you, it's funny tonight. So Heather's like, I want to pick up a chicken. I said, well, which one? She goes, I think Goliath. And I said, okay. So she goes in there, and she's standing there all casual, and Goliath is just kind of walking around, and she grabbed him and picked him up. And he just kind of sits there and goes, all right. He doesn't, he's a really, really mellow rooster. Good rooster. So they're really good. They're a lot of fun. Heather said to me the other day, she says, you know what, Dad? I like those chickens a lot more than I thought I would. They're cool. They're fun, and so actually go tell Heather to lock the birds up. I don't know if she did it already or not, but if you would do that, please. Thank you.
I'm just a little stiff.
All right. But yeah, they're good chickens. So somebody had made a suggestion, which I definitely will do when winter comes. They said get a pan and like a metal pan, a bigger like a aluminum type of thing, and put wood ash in there and put it in the chicken coop for them through the winter. And I think that's an awesome idea, and I'm definitely going to do that. So for the person that made that suggestion, thank you very much. Mark, Choi. I don't know how to say your last name. How do you insulate the camper in the winter? Actually, the camper doesn't get it's not insulated. We don't really use the camper anymore. Actually, the camper is going to be gone hopefully next year, and we're going to get that right out of here altogether. And but I need to have another building first to put all the stuff that I keep in the camper in another building. I have a lot of stuff, and so we keep a lot. Did she already lock them up?
No, she's going to do it.
Okay, all right, thanks. Well, I forgot to lock the chickens up. I'm like, wait a minute, because I've done that before where I have gotten done with the show and then I had to go out and lock up the chickens. But JJ said the RV needs to be winterized. Oh, I winterize it is the way I do it. I make sure there's no water in the lines and that type of stuff. So I put antifreeze. God, I was going completely blank. Put antifreeze and stuff so the pipes all don't freeze. So that part's already all done. So that's not an issue. Like I said, we realistically just use the camper for storage now. This year, we really haven't even had it plugged in all year, just because we don't use it. So, like I said, it's strictly for storage. So we have things in there. So what I'm going to be doing, if you guys know my neighbor that lives behind me, Greg, I told him as soon as I get a bigger building put in and get another building in here, I'm going to go ahead and give him the camper, and he's going to take the camper. So, so that's what we're going to do. Camper does have water damage to it because of the leaking, and it just continues to get worse. So that's what kind of happened with the camper. Hey, Catsy. We love your daily videos and live chats. They are very encouraging, informative, and enjoyable. We look forward to them. Love your channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And again, thank you for that donation. I appreciate that as well. And I appreciate the support, guys. I really, truly do. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't love doing it. And I absolutely love doing it. I love interacting with people. I like talking with people. I like trying to help people. And I got to tell you what, I'm going to say 98% of the feedback is awesome. You're going to have your haters, of course. And usually I laugh at them, to be honest with you. We'll talk about that for a second. So I had somebody today, and this is just the silliness. And I didn't reply because I thought it was silly. They said, "You're always yelling at your dogs. You're really mean. Do you beat your dogs when you're not on camera?" "Oh yeah, all the time. I get like a big stick and I chase around and beat them." Come on, really? Anybody that has seen me interact with my animals, the only time I yell at my dogs, if you will, is if they are doing something that it should not do. And they run right back when I do that. My dogs love me. I love my dogs. My cats love me. I love my cats. I am an animal person. I don't believe in beating on an animal if you don't, if a dog needs correction and they need a swat because they did something wrong or they got into something that could be harmful to them, you give them a swat, okay? And generally, what is a swat for me for a dog? It's on the nose, and you get their attention. It's to get their attention. It's not to beat them. So, but you're going to have people that are going to say stuff, and I just, honestly, guys, when it is to the point of being ridiculous like that comment, I just laugh at that. I do. I really do. I don't know where that they think they're going to get out of that. If they're going to get to me or get under my skin, they're not. I've been doing this a long time. I've dealt with a tremendous amount of hate. You would have no idea the amount of hate you deal with YouTube. There's a tremendous amount, and it's unfortunately, and people they're going to have their opinions, which are great. I say all the time, opinions are like a-holes. Everybody has one, so you're entitled to yours, and that's fantastic. But I just, like I said, I just laugh. I missed something. For the eggshell production, not food, laying hens. What I use, guys, is they have oyster shells that they crush up. I put a little bit of that in with their feed all the time for their shells, and so they use that for to help with their shells, and the egg shells are fine. I've not had any kind of issues at all. Elizabeth Cope said it's better to keep pets safe. Yeah, I'm not letting my dogs run wild, go wherever they want, do whatever they want. They're going to get hurt. They're going to get into trouble, and that's not why you have an animal. You know what I mean? My dogs know their limitations. They know the rules, and so they will. Will they run off once in a while? Yep, they will. And guess what happens when they run off? When they come back, they get a swat because they know they're bad. But they're for the most part, I have no issues with my animals. They're really good. I'd give the chickens more greens. They will produce more eggs. Yeah, like I said, I give them greens every day. They get them every single day. So I'm going around picking out weeds, and I throw them on in there for them, and they absolutely love them. So, yep, I do that all the time. Make sure chickens get every grit every so often for digestion. Yeah, that's what I do with the what do you call it? The oyster shells. I think that helps with that as well. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe, but I think that helps with that. Like I said, they're out in the yard a lot. Yeah, a safe animal is an alive animal that you have to love. Exactly. We have had. Why ashes in the winter? Mr. Rose is asking. Oh, for the chickens. The wood ash, they get in there. They might get mites or something like that. And the wood ash, they'll take that dust bath that they'll take. I've shown some videos where the chickens were doing a dust bath in the area of in the yard. They do that because it's for mites and that type of stuff, and it helps them. So if you put that wood ash, they're not going to be able to do a dust bath in the wintertime. So if I take that wood ash in there, they can take that dust bath in that wood ash. And so that's why I'll have that in there for them in the wintertime. I'll make sure there's not any hot coals in it too, just so you know. But, oh yeah, they have a lot of personality. Sue X Spratt said, we had chickens growing up, so much personality. Each one does. We have Checkers is the boss of the chickens. Goliath is the king. And then the head hen is Checkers. She is the head hen, and it's so funny to watch them. They are so okay. So here I got to tell this story real quick. You guys are gonna love this one. So the other night I go out to lock them up, and then I check and make sure they're all okay and make sure they're all there. And so I was looking through the window and looking at them, and all the white chickens were on the lower level except for one who was up in the far corner. All the other chickens were on the upper level, but on the other corner, except for Checkers, who was right next to that white hen, and she's pecking her. She's pecking her because she wanted her to get off. And the white hen had her head down and was like, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, my God, it was freaking hilarious. But to watch them do that is it's so much fun. So much fun. It really is. It's a blast. No, my dogs are not chipped, Cat. Nope, they're not chipped. I'm not worried about the dogs ever being in a point where they could run off like that. We're out in the country. They always stay close to home. And you want a good guard dog, get turkeys. I heard that. I heard turkeys they're like geese too. Geese are, you want geese. Oh my God. Geese will let you know that there's trouble, and they are loud. Have you seen the red sunglasses for chickens? I have seen that. Yes, I have seen that before. That's freaking hilarious too. They'll do that. Yeah, yep. Robert Blakemore just said this. Chip dogs could be traced to find your location. Absolutely. Hey, L. Gibson. Use a litter box half full of dirt and wood ash. Gives them room to take a bath, and the dirt lasts longer in the coop. Oh, very good. Okay, thank you very much for that tip. And I like that idea of the litter boxes. That'd be bigger. You're right. And thank you very much for that donation. I do appreciate that. But that's real good advice. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's see what else we got here. Guinea fowl are good watchdogs too. I've heard that too, that they keep an eye on stuff. There's a lot of different critters that you can have that are going to be really, really good for that type of thing. So that's I definitely heard that as well. So Mama Bear said we raise turkeys, vicious birds. I heard they're stupid though. I heard turkeys are really stupid. Like I heard that if it rains, if they're outside, they'll look up into the rain and they'll actually drown. I've heard that. I don't know how true that is. What breed are my dog? Okay, my dogs are half collie and half German Shepherd. So, oh, not wild ones. Kevin H said, maybe. Yeah, that would make sense. But yeah, it's like they're half collie, half German Shepherd. So both very, very smart breeds. And I'm going to tell you right now, the boss of my two dogs is Pandora. She was the runt of the litter, and she was the smartest dog in the litter. And of course, we're off topic, Steve. Didn't you know that? That's what happens, especially near the end of the chat. We're always off topic. But yeah, but Pandora is definitely the smarter of the, and she is the boss. And she always leads poor Caesar astray. So when they get in trouble, it's usually Pandora's fault. But so anyway, guys, it's already the time. I can't believe it's gone by so fast. I appreciate everybody being here tonight, and looking forward to seeing everybody on Sunday. Looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow at the Prepper Get Together. So probably a video tomorrow will go up late. So, and it will be about the Prepper Get Together, obviously. So I will get a couple. Like I said, I'll probably do 3-4 videos, and we will get them up. And I'm not sure what time those videos will go up tomorrow, but definitely look for them. It should be a lot of fun, and I think we're going to have a great time. And then I will see you all on Sunday for the next live chat, and we'll go from there. Okay, so anyway, guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow that's coming. And so I think it should be a lot of fun. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That's important to remember. I don't want people to forget that because it's really, really important. Also, remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Use wood chips to make mulch and grow in. Use a compost to grow in the topsoil, and the more wood chips build up the soil. Grow greens and feed the chickens. Thank you very much, and thank you for that donation. I got to go back to tell you what your name is here. Oh, my God. TAMASCIERNOS. I will never say that correctly, so that's how you spell it. Thank you for that donation. I appreciate that. Again, tell the ones that you love every day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So that's really, really important. Also remember, guys, STD, it's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from getting there is yourself. If you set realistic expectations, you can reach those goals, and it's awesome. And you all can do it. Anybody can, okay? Stay positive, stay happy. Again, thank you to my moderators who are awesome as always. I appreciate you guys. You guys do a good job keeping that chat clean, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Again, thank you so much, guys. Really looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be a very, very busy day. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good day. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.